Please help me to reach 500 subscribers. Sometimes a few simple words can unravel everything. This story began with honesty and ended in a betrayal I never could have anticipated. I'm not happy. Those words had been circling in my mind for weeks, and finally one night, I let them slip while Ethan and I were curled up on our couch eating takeout, the same couch where we'd spent countless nights over the last 4 years. He didn't look up. Not once. He just murmured, "Then go be happy without me," as though my confession were nothing more than background noise to whatever video he was watching. I froze, chopsticks suspended midair, stunned by his detachment. Unsure if he'd even heard me, I repeated myself, slower this time. "Ethan, I'm really unhappy. I don't feel loved anymore. You only speak to me if I start the conversation. You've become a stranger." Still scrolling. He let out a dry, humorless laugh. "Cool. You said your piece. What now? Want a medal?" The words crushed me. 6 years. 6 years of college, of broken apartments, dead-end jobs, supporting each other through layoffs, heartbreak, and spiral after spiral. I had been patient, loyal, loving, always believing in him. But the man who once held me when I cried, who made playlists for our anniversaries, who danced with me in the kitchen at midnight, he was gone. And the man on the couch that night? He didn't care that I was slipping away. So I did the unthinkable. I packed a bag and walked out. No fights. No tears. Only quiet. I moved in with my coworker Ella, who generously offered her spare room while I sorted myself out. She was everything I needed, warm, compassionate, and free of judgment. I began therapy. The first weeks were agony. I cried in the shower, constantly checking my phone, hoping for a message from Ethan. Anything. But there was nothing. No apology. No, "I miss you." Just silence. Guilt began to gnaw at me. Had I acted too hastily? Was I being dramatic? My therapist Claudia reminded me, "You didn't leave over one night. You left because you felt invisible for far too long." Still, doubt lingered, until I logged into our shared streaming account. It wasn't a spy, just habit. That's when I noticed a new profile, Babe Heart. Curious, I clicked. She had already binged 5 seasons of a show I'd begged Ethan to watch with me. And then it hit me, this wasn't new. It had been happening while I was still living there, still hoping, still loving him. I dug deeper. The shared cloud account hadn't been secured. And there, hidden in a folder labeled Work Docs, were countless photos and videos of Ethan with another woman. Candlelit dinners, beach trips, selfies with fireworks in the background. One picture was dated just 2 weeks before I left, the night he claimed he had to stay late for a project. The woman in the photos, beautiful, confident, her smile radiant even through the screen. But what broke me wasn't her looks, it was how genuinely happy he seemed. Happier than I'd seen him in years. And suddenly the truth slammed me in the chest. Ethan didn't push me away because he didn't care. He pushed me away because someone else had already taken my place. I confronted him with a single text. "How long have you been seeing the woman in the cloud folder?" His reply was instant. "I wasn't cheating. You checked out before I did. I just didn't want to fight." No denial. No remorse. Just blame. That night, I cried harder than I had in years. Not for him, but for the time I had poured into someone who saw me as replaceable. Ella comforted me, rubbing my back. "The wildest part," she said. "You left because you weren't happy, and he was already gone." A week later, my jaw hit the floor. Ethan had posted on social media, engaged to Nicole, the same woman from the photos. Less than a month after I moved out. Worse, a picture of them on our couch, with my throw pillow, proved she had been fully aware of our living situation. I didn't seek revenge. I didn't lash out. Instead, I shared a single photo on my private Instagram, a snapshot Ethan had taken of me on my 30th birthday, looking radiant, alive, and full of love. Caption: "Crazy to think I was planning a wedding with someone who was planning one with someone else. Here's to choosing peace over pretending." Friends reached out, some in shock, some quietly admitting they had seen Ethan and Nicole together before I left. Nicole herself sent a message: "You should have let him go instead of clinging to something dead. Get over it." I didn't respond. I didn't need to. Instead, I screenshotted it and sent it to Ethan's mother, someone who had always cared for me. Let's just say her engagement celebration didn't go as planned. Walking away is hard. Sometimes it shatters you. But when the truth comes to light, you realize, you weren't losing love. You were escaping a lie. Please help me to reach 500 subscribers.